Welcome to Excellence in Excel. I am Nick Wong, and in this video we're going to dive in something what I was discussing in the previous video, which is how can we make the VAT and the non-VAT dynamic. So let me explain. So in the Philippines, this is only in the Philippines, and I'm not sure, maybe you have that as well in your country. However, here in the Philippines, how it works is the following. If you are earning 2 million or more, that moment you will become a VAT company, meaning that you're on this company type. You're classified under this, meaning you have to pay 12%. If you are below the 2 million, that moment you are considered non-VAT, and you will get like a discounted VAT rate, which is 3% of total sales. So what we need to do now is, since this is calculated on annual basis, so this is annually, so we have to calculate. So how can we do that, and how will that work? Well, very simple. We have here our VAT amount, and this is basically redundant. So if you look at this should not even be here. It should be separate amount. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make here a box. Yes. And I will say that this will be a VAT type, and this VAT type will just depend. Or we can even do it here. We have this here, profit, and we can say here, okay, VAT type. Well, this will probably be a text, so we have that, but we also have it here. So we do here the VAT type percentage. Yes? Here's the percentage. So we're going to calculate here, very simple, how much is, basically we're going to check is, we earn this amount. If we have this earning, we should have a percentage type, depending on how much you earn. If you earn above 2 million or more, you will have 12% VAT. If you earn below the 2 million, you will have a 3% non-VAT type, and that will impact as well your earnings. So let's remove this. I want to remove this now right away, so this is not necessary. Now it says here, oh, wait a minute, what's going on? I cannot see the reference number. The number is missing. No problem, ignore that for now, since we deleted the value in the formula, because the new formula value will come here. So let me show you. So in Excel, you have one of the nicest functions that I used before like crazy. This is really a top function that I love to use, and this was even before I knew the VLOOKUP. Basically, if you know VLOOKUP, if is, you will replace the if with the VLOOKUP, but if you don't know VLOOKUP, you will love the if function. However, you should use them both, yes, since they all have a purpose. Alright, the VLOOKUP, and I'm going to open up our formula builder. So if, so this is logical test. So what value are we going to test? First of all, we're going to test this, yes? If this amount, yes, what we want to do is we want to see if it's above 2 million or not, yes? Or what we say is, if it is below, yes, and it's not equal, so it's only below, so it should be 199,999 and not 2 million. 2 million is automatically 12%. So we have this amount, and then we say 2 million. If this is smaller than 2 million, which is not the case, so make sure we calculate amount, yes. At that moment, if that would be true, 3%. So if this is below 2 million, 3% tax. Else, 12% tax. Enter. So now you can see this is correct. And I know if you are in real tax account in the Philippines, this amount is not really this. It should be 1,950 something. However, we just make it simplistic, because the focus here is to understand the formulas. Alright, so we have this, and we enter, we're done here. And I'll just move this down here, and then we can also just categorize the VAT type. So I'm going to give this some nice color. First, that's number 1. And then we're going to use exactly the same thing with the if statement, only in this case, nice, but then in this case we're going to use a formula. for text. We're going to do hard-coded text, and this one here should be percentage. Yes. So if you might wonder why in percentage is 0.12, well, 1% for 100% equals to 1. Yes. So if you have 12% equals to 0.12. That's it. All right. So we have here the next if formula. So we're going to do the same. And this time we're going to hard code text. So equals and then if open brackets, so for open parentheses, and then we say your logical test. All right. If this, yes, if the 12 million, or if this value is smaller than 2 million, then we can say here non-VAT. Yes, else it will be a VAT category. And you can see here we need to put in double quotations. If not, it will give an error. Alright, so make sure you don't forget that for text, double quotations. Done, and close this. Now you can see we are a VAT type. So what we can do here, and you can see this of course been impacted as well. You want to know if this is the VAT type, you can do equal this basically. Alright, so we've got this. And we have this percentage as well. I'm going to make it in the percentage here. That looks nice. Let's continue with the final part. Basically, it's this. So we have the amount here multiplied by this amount, and I'm going to freeze this because then we can drag it down. Freeze the cells so they're locked into place. And get this. And what happened here? Alright, that's of course not necessary. No, this one should be sum. So I'm going to delete this and then do here auto sum, enter, sum, everything. And that is it. So this is now how you do it, and let's see what happens here. Formula, everything works as well, and this is how it goes. So you see, we can make now more and more formulas, and this should be now a formula box. Same here. So this is how you can do it. And if you say, wait a minute, I saw here this is hard coded. Can we do it differently? So let's say, I would say here, this is the price barrier. Yes, and I'm not sure if you're hearing it, there's suddenly a lot of rain. So I'm going to copy this, put it in here, and we're going to put in here the price barrier, or the earning barriers, maybe better, or earning barrier or limit. Alright. So if that would be 95012, I think this is the amount. I'm not 100% sure since it's changing every year. It changes a little bit or to a certain extent. Alright, so we have this amount now. Then we can change this. We say this is that. Enter. You see everything maintains same. It's the same thing. Only thing is now this is a price barrier, and if we can even change it to 10 million. You can see here it works. And what happens here? Everything maintains. What if we, let's say, what happens if we are going to earn suddenly 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, oh sorry, 1000. And this is 10,000. You can see now we're going down to 3%. And our earning barrier is, of course, yeah, this should be 2. This should be 2 million. Let's change this back. You can see this is now what's going on. The price here, 100, 3% of 1000, sorry. 3% of 1000. 1% is 10, so times 3, so it's 30 peso only. This is how it works here. You go back here, everything else, and now you can see here something is not working. So let's figure this out. So what's going on here? I'm interested. Alright, because of the negative values, it starts to become weird. So we have to solve that one. I think that will be a nice exercise for the next video. So you can see here, and as we keep on adding stuff, you see more and more problems arising. However, that's really the fun of Excel. You can start to mold and improve and fine-tune every single step until you have it really perfect. Of course, you will keep on improving it. However, this is really nice. So if you like Excel and you like things about Excel and all these challenges that we have continuously coming. Check out my Excel course. There's a link below. Just click on the link and you will learn all kinds of things in Excel as well.